Australia's government wants people to know its actions are as tough as its words. Asylum seekers who arrive by boat will be quickly deported, never settled in Australia. Overnight, these Afghans, Pakistanis and Iranians were among the first 40 to be flown from the Australian territory of Christmas Island to remote Manus Island in Papua New Guinea. The government blurs this footage, they say, to avoid prejudicing refugee applications or endangering the families back home. But blurring faces also dehumanises. In the run-up to an election in Australia, politicians are presenting asylum seekers arriving by boat as a threat to be repelled. They will decide which refugees come to Australia, they say, not people smugglers.
If you are a people smuggler and you put a person onto a boat to come to Australia, that person will not be allowed to settle in Australia. That's our message.
The tough talk, though, doesn't seem to have put off asylum seekers yet. More than 1,500 have come into Australian waters aboard 19 different boats since the Prime Minister's hardline policy was announced in mid-July.
I think what we'll see is probably, some changes in terms of the numbers of people from different countries of origin, and those who perceive themselves as being in the most desperate circumstances continuing to come, and perhaps in the case of people from Afghanistan coming in even increasing numbers.
There are also doubts a developing country like Papua New Guinea will be able to resettle thousands of refugees. Australia's government says it wants its message to go out far and wide. Coming by boat to Australia is the surest way to guarantee you'll never end up here. But in the run-up to an election, that message is as much for domestic voters as for desperate asylum seekers. The government is telling people here, we hear you, we'll stop the boats. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Sydney.